Now it's reset. Also, we went into ads right as we reset it. Which is cool because now when people get out of ads, they're going to think I just stopped and waited for them. When no, I didn't stop and wait. I just messed it up within a minute. Oh, so I just figured out how to not mess up the start of this with that window that pops up. And it's so much simpler than I thought it was. But I never see like people's input readers to know what they're doing. I don't actually have to do anything. I always like get anxious on the black screen. Just spam escape through the cutscene, then hold sprint and forward. I never thought it was that simple. Maybe I should be spamming use as well. Well, I jumped rather than rolled, but it was 34 to the cutscene rather than 35. So again, is spamming escape. Okay, so I also spam use there. And it's a little bit quicker. Two item pieces are going off, so I'm on light load. And then, because I moved the mana potions later, I'm putting them on here right now so that I can swap the mana potion with Torrent. And the purpose of that is to save a couple of menuing clicks. And if I'm not going... No, I do still need this one because of... I wasn't going to for a second, then I remembered I have to get through Kaled. Missed it. So those rocks are kind of deceptive for the plane where it calculates your height from. You can't actually go by the geometry of them for the like high points where you don't stagger there. But there are a couple of points you can land where you don't. And I'm still trying to like work out exactly how to fall so I don't have it happen. But sometimes I get it right. I'm just not very good at telling exactly where those spots are. I think what I really need is one of the practice tools that can kind of just show you the topology. Because every time I look at it, I struggle to find visual indicators. Also, how am I minus 6.1 seconds out of church? I did not even think that was possible for me. I think people like Forza get out of there in like a minute 53, but I have no idea how I'm 6 seconds faster getting out of that. Maybe it's just time for getting those clicks correct now. Now we work that out.
They serve at you. I can play turning to aid you. You need to the first.
Oh, so something interesting on 1.16 Luminoff, and I'm sure this is true of any DLC version. Oh, actually, let me get out of this and I'll finish that thought. Also, I just misclicked that. The whole reason I left the thing in. Anyways, what I was about to say. I've noticed if you do the trick on the Site of Grace with Marika, or Melina there, you actually get a black screen when you go into her dialogue. Like if you do the activate and teleport thing. But here's what's interesting on the DLC versions is you know how they slow down the menuing? Well, that also slows down skipping through dialogue. And I've noticed I can click through it a whole lot quicker if I do that. So now I'm like really curious if... I'm sure other people have looked at it, But now I'm curious if that's like something that's actually considered allowed for glitchless on like those versions, because it almost seems to me like that'd be a thing where you're bypassing like the timing that they're setting up. But maybe it would be allowed. I'm really curious. I also should probably time it to prove what I'm saying. I did not put the kukris in, so I'm not going to try and throw it to get the cockroach's attention. I'm gonna YOLO this and see if I can do this as well as Luminov and Vulcan do. Rolled over. Oh, there's two of them shooting. I see. I heard one of them and I rolled, and then I got hit still. Have to sit here so that I can teleport later. All right. Let us do Celia skip. Oh, I aggroed the plant too. That's too bad. Last run I actually did not aggro it right there until I got up to this point. It was really nice. I thought I was getting slightly better. Well, I need to figure out what I'm doing wrong to get stuck on that branch. Maybe I'm hitting forward, going like a little too early. Yeah, I let go a little bit earlier there. But I also... Oh, all right, we're gonna have to do the backup. Okay. I almost want to wear a heart rate monitor on that because I actually just know my heart rate spikes doing that jump. Second try skip, though, is really nice. We should have a really good time on Dectus Medallion here, unless I, like, die to the rat. That's what's going to happen. Also, I don't usually jump right there, but why not? I think running in the front door of the church is actually a little quicker, which is what I see most people do. So I should probably, like, learn the pathing through there to do that without, like, the cockroach just aggroing. Oh, we missed it. Alright, well. Small time loss. I'm trying to be more cognizant of not grabbing the Smithing Stone 8 as well. Unless I want to sell it for like 800 runes earlier in here. Right, every time I say I'm not going to do this, because I honestly think it actually costs me time. But I think if I pull it off correctly, it looks cool. There's just, you slow down too much throwing kukris is the problem. I think it's only going to work if I had crystal darts and I throw one up closer. But then I have to do like weird menuing stuff. That's not really what I want to do. That is an example though of where throwing does help, because I was really like high on poison. So it may have stopped another bat from poisoning me. All right. That was not a gold because that was only a second try Dectus, but we do have a very nice time save right now. I'm sorry, second try Celia, I mean. And so one reason, like specifically, that what I was doing there, why you want to use the drop your rune thing instead of like a quit out and the teleport, is the drop your rune advances time of day just like if you die. So it's nighttime when you get over here. Oh, I need stamina. And that thing will force it over to daytime. So I don't have to run past the death bird doing this. Which is very, very helpful. Still got the lion aggro on me. I would like to find a route down right there that does not involve aggroing that guy. Because since he does aggro, I then have to deal with stamina management for the sprints, which is a little difficult with all of the rocks that influence like the speed at which you drop. Because you're gonna have to sprint more than the optimal amount to get through him. So there's a lot of room there to just get much, much cleaner movement. Oh my god. So speaking of cleaner movement, we did give up a little bit at the end there. But we also still saved 20 seconds over the PB. I did not save my splits from the last run because it wasn't a full run. I only saved like the golds when it's like a complete run. Because I feel like otherwise it's going to imbalance early versus late game. So, yeah. I'm also going to try what I was talking about with the Altus Plateau golden seeds here. I'm going to grab 2 up there rather than 4 and grab 2 before it instead to get what I want. I think I want to use this tree as the marker. That's what I did last time. Yeah. The 2 in Altus Plateau by the Site of Grace, the issue with them is they're very, like, they're inconvenient to grab. I think I'm better off grabbing the one at the fort and this one to Stormhill Shack for my 4 seeds. My lip is bothering me. If you see me like doing weird things with my lips, that's why. If you ever had that thing like you're chewing something and you just bite like the inside of your lip? I did that, but I think it happened while I was sleeping. Because it's been like weird all day. I missed the tombstone there, which is why I had to like jump back and circle around. That is a lethal fall if you don't land on something going down. I think. There might be one spot on the ground where it's not lethal, but I don't really know where that spot is. Grab the Exalted Flesh. I always tell myself I'm going to use and then never do. Its intended target is a Fire Giant, but it could be used on Radon as well. Also, that Stormhill Shack was a gold. Very cool. Jumped off that one a little early. That's fine. Still got a time save. Go over to the Artist Shack. It's kind of weird how the more I look at it, this whole setup phase, definitely, like, you know, once the bosses are consistent, so much of the record, or not record, but like any PB potential is just in your setup. Like, when I look at the other people doing these, I still have about 12 minutes longer on my setup than they do. And granted, I'm grabbing like a bunch of extra stuff. But there's like room for improvement still that I notice on these things. Because if you take away the extra stuff I'm grabbing, my setup is actually quicker than a few of theirs at this point. But like I'm still seeing room that I can make for improvement on it. So just kind of interesting to me. So like this one, we messed this up a little bit earlier. I want to see if I can do this without messing it up this time. Basically trying a different way through this. I messed something up right there, but not everything. Messed that up and that up. Cool. I missed, I think, just the ones. I'm gonna have to give that some more thought, but it is definitely, it feels like it's definitely worth it to be approaching from the side there. Like, grab that thing, then just like jump over and grab the cookbook. I'm gonna need to figure out like the optimal route for the rest of them. I'm pretty sure I can drop the getting the golden ring ones pretty safely. Missed this too, but I'm not like absolutely positive because dropping the foul foot kind of changes like all the XP routing. So I don't yet know what to do there. Oh, wrong one. We need this one to be mana. I should have unequipped the kukris. All right. I was not paying attention to where I was running, so we're going to go on this side. Means we're going to lose a little bit of that time save. At least I'm pretty sure that's slower, but I've saved time on every run that I've done that. But, I mean, I shouldn't. If I'm, like, at all accurate about how long I think that takes. Okay, do we avoid getting hit? We're getting better at it. The answer is no. Not only are we getting hit that time, we're getting chased. Alright, so this is going to be the other golden seed I have. Alright. Always a way to game control me, I guess. Missed the jump too. At least we didn't get stabbed. Well, we haven't been stabbed by the guy up top yet this time. But there's time for that. Okay, cool. Not being stabbed. Not getting stabbed is a very good part of my day. Also, maybe I should sprint when I'm running over here and use that ladder as time to set up my inventory. It would work out better. Like, I'm not going to lose any time on the ladder, and I get a couple of sprints elsewhere, so it might save like a second. Oh, wrong thing. I needed to teleport. Not summon torrent. No matter how good torrent is. Once I have Celia skipped down, I'm going to make the ball part of this route the first thing I do, because there's some flexibility there. And just to my left, there's like a cliff you can jump through for a skip, so you don't have to go over this bridge. And, well, you've seen me do it before, Elray. Like, I think you've watched me ruin a few runs to it by missing it. And I can do it, but not consistently. I'm less consistent at that than I am at Celia skip. But the penalty for failure is a lot higher. So I just need to learn it. And that means I'll probably put this part of the run at the start, so if I miss it a couple of times, I can just, like, go back and redo it. Also, we just lost the squirrel lottery. I haven't actually lost the lottery that hard for a while. I am getting a little bit faster at falling down that, at least. So that's nice. Since we have still not finished a run doing this route, there is a fake, well, it's going to be either green or gold. Probably green, I'm guessing, right here. Of about a 40-second time save, and then we're going to lose it on the next split. It's just because of a route change, and I've not cleared out the splits on it. And basically, it's to save myself an entire 1,000 runes. And I think it's like the actual true time save is about 5 seconds. Maybe it's more. I feel like it should be more from how I've timed things out, but I don't think it is. Like, every time I've run it. So, I'm either doing something wrong or I'm mistiming. Yeah, that 50.5 second gold is not real. That is what Elray refers to as glod. True glod. Fake gold. Fortunately, I'm not doing a manual split because... Really? Alright. Getting trolled on this one, too. Anyways, if I was doing manual splits, I would be getting trolled a whole lot more and having fake golds, but... This is fine. We have no heals. We got hit by something we almost never get hit by. As long as these guys don't wake up, though, we're fine until Blackguard kills us. The visual marker I've started using is this dead tree. One to the east from the tree after picking up the stones basically takes you right next to the tree with the lilies on the guy's shack right here. So it is keeping it very, like, en route.
Blinking problem. You don't mess with Big Boggart, mate.
All right. My backup strat worked, believe it or not. Yeah, so remember how I said before earlier about, like, on the wild strikes actually ending the swing combo with the attack? That's what I did right there when he was about to drink the potion. Fortunately, he stopped hitting me to try and drink it. And that does work to end his comp. Like, so he'll stop, and then I can use that to end. Because, like, he'll roll out and instantly heal if he's going to get out of it. But the time it takes him to heal, he stays still. So we can end his combo there and basically just stop the heal. If he rolled out, if he healed, like, if he didn't heal, I was dead on all of them. I also missed where I was supposed to turn. Whoops. So, where I'm supposed to be is to the right of this flower. We're going to be to the left, but that's not the worst thing in the world. Probably lost, like, 3 or 4 seconds on that run. Also, I did mess up. I've said, like, I need to spend the runes. I always forget about it. So, I have to be a little bit quicker on this teleport. And the timing is also going to be off here too because of when we grab the stuff. So I can't just drop the runes and teleport. I have to click over to Raya Lucaria. Because the thing is, I want to take those 1,000 runes from Blackguard so that I don't have to sell 2,200 worth. I can get by with only selling 1,200. I need to buy all 5 Smithing Stone 1s and all 3 Smithing Stone 2s.
Surprised you, no matter. Don't.
Lost my mouse cursor. That's not great. Alright, well, that's what I get for trying to menu with mouse rather than keyboard. And the reason I try and do that to use those 1,000 runes there, it's not just a couple like fewer button inputs for getting to the 2,200. It also means that when I go grab the Bell Bearing 2 up here, I don't just automatically lose the 1,000, which, depending on how the XP route ends up, that could be the difference between like having to go kill some extra thing or being one level lower. I don't know that it will, but it might. You actually have quite a bit of leeway in how you set your runes up for the routing, because you can get either 50,000 or 63,333 off of Tree Sentinel. You can, or Draconic Tree Sentinel. You can get the 3,600 off of Tree Sentinel. You can sell the 1,000 off of the 2 weapons off of Draconic for 0, 500, or 1,000. You can also sell the weapon off of regular Tree Sentinel for another 500. So just between those 2 things, there's like a difference of 20,000 runes that you can shift one way or the other, depending on how you want to route it. Jump up was decent. Small improvement there. I didn't actually notice I could run up that tombstone for a little ramp to the rune arc. So I think that's slightly better movement I can use each time going forward. So we probably just saved ourselves like, I don't know, 1/100th of a second on every future run. Only have to do that another a few thousand times, and we get our time down. It'd probably help, though, if I don't look away from the monitor when I go into a cutscene and forget to hit escape. Yeah, so the game did the thing again, too, right there, where it was eating my inputs to get off of Torrent. I'll have to maybe check the VOD later on that and just confirm that it showed I was, like, the arc he was actually registering. So I'm always paranoid about it doing that. And I've seemed to notice it a lot more since like, the last few weeks running this. I don't remember it ever happening when I started running the game. I'm not sure if it's my keyboard or I'm just like trying to mount and dismount Torrent in bad spots, or like doing it in ways like where it just normally doesn't work, and I'm just running into it more often due to how I'm routing stuff. this time I'm not going to miss the correct thing to run through, which is right after these trees. Oh, you know what? I said I wasn't going to miss it, and then I did. Wait. No, I went through one too early. And then I, like, doubled back, because it would have been right here that should have come out. Alright, that's embarrassing. I'm glad that ads are covering for me. Except the only way people will see that is this is a PB, and I saved the bot. And then people don't have ads. Or anyone else out there who has Twitch Turbo. Who can then just laugh at me forever. I got this. Those 2 golden seeds are the ones I'm trying to skip. They are deceptively slow to grab. If you stop to grab them, like, tree sentinels can be a pain. You have to circle around with torrent. There's not really a good way to grab them without slowing down. Unless you are not on a smithing stone route. Because if you're on a somber route, you don't have to deal with this nonsense. I forgot to put my balls in too. I should swap my weapon soon. I'll do it after this. So you can use those crates there to actually like take the hit for you, based on like where the guy will move, which is why I moved back there and then hit the thing. It doesn't always work, but more often than not, it will to stop you from getting hit. All right, we're equipped well enough for a tree sentinel, Draconic tree sentinel. So let's next thing here. We do still want these 2 golden seeds. That'll give us 3 more flasks, so we'll be at 4 and 3 for the rest of the game. You see, those 2 you can just run by and grab very easily. The other 2 are a little more awkward, I think. Doable with sombers, though. With smithing, you have to stop a little too much for my taste. Unless you don't care about the flasks, which then you just don't really care about stopping. Yeah, I would really like to figure out a different mushroom patch to pick. I don't like that one, and Bach is too far away. Yeah. Well, I don't see George behind me, and he's not on top of my computer, so he's also not in my chairs. Or under my chair. I don't know. Cats exist in 4 dimensions. I think you just vanished on me. Oh, never mind. I found him. Oh. Alright, we got caught on a tree to hunt down a cat. He's curled up sleeping at the bottom of my... like, bottom of the leg of my desk. Like, wrapped around one of them. I swear, cats find like the weirdest spots to sleep. I might have moved a little early on this one. I did get caught on a rock, so that's a good buffer. I should have got caught on 2 rocks. Position is usable, but not great. I'm thinking about making a kitty treat redeem. The only problem is I don't know if George would cooperate. He is very food motivated though, so maybe he would.
To determine if you had. It seems torrent, whereas I'm there is, but I can take gathering. Very at my hand.
You have 60. Wow. All right, I need to come up with something. I do have the audio clip. I got it remade. I just have not put it up yet. So I'll do that. Take down the cake one because I don't like it. So I'll probably just replace that one. I don't know what else yet. I have an idea for another one though. I just see how much it would cost to just do like a TTS spot with channel points. I know it can get expensive, but it might be fine. So we did our level ups. I think we got through it in pretty good time. Oh, no, we did not do our level ups because I forgot the physic and the levels and the flask. So that is why we got through it so quickly. So there is actually a real reason why we're getting through that faster. And it's because I'm grabbing fewer sacred tears and fewer golden seeds. So, you know, every reduced flask that I add saves like multiple seconds in all of that menuing. So that's like the actual real reason why it's going a little bit quicker. We did get caught on a rock there, but that should be okay. Perfect. I probably drank that a little too early. I like it more if I can drink it right here, right before falling. Also, pretty okay. I should probably figure out how to do this with taking damage only twice, rather than having to drink 2 potions. That's probably getting slightly quicker overall. That was a really good landing onto the pillar. I had plenty of room to not have to do like any sort of jump buffer. So I was able to like just move a lot quicker through that. I'm not gonna stop to drink my flask because that just slows me down. Or drink my physic, I mean. Because 3 hits here is going to kill this guy regardless, or it should. So there's not really a reason to try and hit harder unless I can get it to 2 hits, which I cannot. Yeah, so you see, that one's a gold. The previous one that we did this to as well was also gold, which I didn't save. And that's, like I said, purely because of the flask, since that's built into that split. Last time we got this in 4 hits. I hope we do it in 4 hits again. Trying to run out of stamina and buff right at the door, because you actually get almost all of it back just on the walk-in animation. We missed the head. I think we hit their neck, not their head, so I had to do 1 extra hit. Alright. Everyone's favorite kill, Patches. So, there's actually a couple of reasons I kill Patches. You probably saw on Godskin, in between me dying, that I survived 1 hit of Black Flames because I had the Cloth Robe. The Cloth Robe is the lightest piece of armor that lets me survive. So, I use it for Blue Dancer Charm as well. I'll put it in right here. But then the other reason I do it is the 3 Foul Feet for XP, as well as the Shackle, which is just... The Shackle basically just helps me recover a little bit of the time I spend doing this, because I get significantly faster Margit and Morgott kills. There is a script you can use for both of them. Morgott, I guess, more so, without the Shackle. The only problem is there's a little bit RNG because you have to wait for him to do a specific attack to guarantee your stagger. Oh, misclicked. Alright. So that is how we actually get the opening on him guaranteed, it looks like. So we need to be next to where he lands. And he has a standing up animation as he jumps. And if you land the first hit there, it looks like you can just stagger lock him. And it looks like that's the trick to getting the consistent kill. So I mean, look at that. 2.8 second gold. I'm doing it in this order so that I don't overspend runes, basically. Run. I probably shouldn't have unequipped armor, though, because I actually want to be wearing my armor for Grafted Scion. So I should not have, like, unequipped this stuff, really. Because now I'm just, like, losing time putting it back on. Also, so nice thing about the weight limits for this, with this route, when you start, you have to take off 2 pieces of armor to get to, from medium load to light load. But once you swap from the axe to the iron balls, you actually lose enough weight that you can wear all 4 pieces and still stay on light load. Or if for some reason I wanted to instead, I can wear full leather armor with Blackguard's Mask, which is about the tankiest set I'm going to get access to here, and be medium load. But I don't really want to do that. I did mess up the running through this a little bit, so we're going to lose a little bit of time. We also might die to Grafted Scion and lose a lot of time. Alright, so that time we took that corner a little bit slower, which means we have aggro, missed running up the ramp. The problem with having aggro through here is you now have to manage stamina going up this, so it is a little bit slower. I'm not going to sit at the site of grace to heal. I'm just going to use a potion and misclick my site of grace. And we'll just hope we can first try Scion with 3 or fewer potions. We're also going to miss our jump. I do feel it's like, you know, a little unfortunate I went with Neji here because there's a spot on, like, was it the elevators or it was something where you saw my previous character and I was just able to, like, showcase their face their wonderful face that I made the whole time. You can't do that now. Oh, that's a good opener for us. No stamina for me. Fortunate, but we got through it. Yoko's Scion is dead. Again. Like, the way it just moves around their arena is just awful. I wish I knew, like, how to even work out a script for it, because I spent a few hours trying, and I could not get anything consistent. But the opener it did is a lot rarer than the other ones that it does, which sucks, because that's the easiest one to punish. So, like, if you get that one, you can usually do, like, a heavy and sometimes a follow-up heavy. And then your two of the 3 hits you need there to just kill it. Like you saw, I actually got the stagger that time. I usually don't stagger him. And the stagger is what made that kill relatively clean. So I'd love to figure out a way to do that more often. I'm honestly almost tempted to do it as, like, you approach it and maybe quit out if it's a bad opener. I think, like, even quit outs would make it so much faster. Wrong equipment was in, but it's fine. Yeah. Just because I don't like my character being naked. I don't know why.
It's tightly hooked. The guard you breached. Your eye.
Misclicked.
The guard you'll slip. When you play its own.
Oh, that's scary. The whole like mouse cursor out of the window thing happened, and it brought something up on this, but that's always like super scary. And that's the thing it clicks. There are like a few buttons that it can click on there that are just bad, like stop streaming button for one. Yeah, I've not hit stop streaming yet, but I just hit one that was like live split properties when I like clicked over to it. I need to figure out a better solution for it. I have on multiple occasions though, like closed the Twitch streaming window for like the moderation panel, or just closed a browser. Like those things have happened a bunch. Because the problem with those is like, if it's to your left, you know, all the X buttons are like right there, so if it just goes off slightly, you can hit it. I don't know how other people avoid that without full screen, but it seems a lot don't do full screen. So yeah, like watch my stamina bar here. Right when it starts going down, that's when you know I aggroed things. Or when they finish their aggro animations, I should say. And then when it stops going down here, that's when they stop aggroing you. I do have to sit at this so I can get my flask back, so as long as I'm doing that, I'm just going to level. Which I shouldn't do, but I do because it gives me more confidence. It gives me the confidence to die. Alright, got his usual opener. That's good. That's bad. That's good. I feel like I'm the Simpsons skit about frozen yogurt. That's bad. If you don't know the one I'm talking about, it's one of their earlier Halloween episodes. They talk about like something being cursed and then like getting free frozen yogurt and then the yogurt being cursed and so on. And it's just Homer going back and forth saying that's good and that's bad. That's good. That's good. That's very good. If I cannot do something bad. So there's a small time save here that I don't do. I can do Cragblade inside the room, but the timing is just really tight in my opinion. Oh, that's bad. I missed my attack. But we got him, but that's a pretty ugly kill. Fortunately, we had time to hemorrhage.
I am the Lord.
So you want to do there, like the fastest way is wait for the sound, like basically just bring up that menu and wait for the sound effect. And then teleport, because then you've got your runes and you get the items. Okay, I think we said that I didn't actually need this, but I'm bad about doing what I should do.
And I can alter that to your lot then. Why not?
I think it's like 6,000 runes over or something. So I'm just gonna skip selling those at least.
Goodbye.
And then we'll just go over and get ready for Radon. Yeah, we lost a minute 20 on Godric. So if I sold the items and I put off the crafting kit, I think I could do this with fewer runes lost. My ability to stop like doing that correctly is amazing. As is my ability to run in the wrong direction right here. Okay, I think I got it this time. That was a pretty late jump. Yeah. That was a super late jump, actually. Go on the back side of that so we can move quickly. And get ready for Radon. Maybe I should actually be using Radagon's Source Seal for this now that I think about it. Just for the hit points. That was close, but we did still clip him out. Okay, he is cooperating. So far. Right, do you have an uncanny ability to mess this up? Alright, so he get 3 hits, that's really good. I'm gonna wait on stamina and let him do his thing. 4, 5. Get hit and become bad. 6 and 7 to stagger, but I have no stamina because I'm bad. Look at that. Alright, well, I'm not going to mess this up trying for the really fancy kill that I was talking about earlier. Because he is so just close to death. As much as I would have liked to just do something really fancy there. I know my limits. I also know like what hubris is, and I have enough of it to know that I should avoid doing that. Also, we got that in before ads. Just barely. So that is even better. Yeah, look at that. 2-minute and 22-second time save. I think the PB had like a 3rd or 4th kill Radon. Or attempt. Yeah, so if I can save those 6k runes, there's one more level I can have here. Which would change the XP routing when I get to Morgott. So I don't really jump as second nature when I'm running. I only really do it like up to the church, and then I sort of just stop. I really should like just, I don't know, get the cadence down of jumping and actually do it correctly. Also, this is a very early capital for me. So I'm going to play it a little bit safe here and do something I don't ordinarily do anymore. Actually, no, I'm not. We're going to do this jump instead of, because I was thinking about going down the other rooftop. We're also just going to kill this guy for safety because he's not cooperating. So what I was going to do is I was going to take the other jump down instead of onto the dome. And then run to the rooftops. But this one still saves me a couple seconds, I guess. Over the one that saves me nothing. And I'm on like a good enough pace that I don't really want to do something that's stupidly high risk. I missed equipping my sleep pots because I forgot what I meant to do when I brought up that menu. But I can do it later. I also did not miss that jump, so far so good. I avoid falling here. I can, but just barely. We're gonna try and equip these right now. Got through that without aggro, so we can freely jump. For another very dated Simpsons reference, everything is coming up Millhouse. Except for getting stuck right there. Oh, I forgot to actually put my foul feet in. I should probably do that because right now, if I were to hold on, let me. All right, so right now, if I were to try and hit my foul feet because I haven't set my inventory up correctly, what will happen when I kill Morgott is I'm going to drop all my runes and then die. So we should fix that. Like so. Stop right here, get our stamina back, and drink our potion. Which that's the other nice thing about drinking it right there is you burn through your stamina sprinting when the other guy is aggro. So if you just stop to drink right there, you save like a couple of seconds on the stamina bar refill to sprint through this. So it's not just like completely dead time. Attack there where I thought he would. I'm dead. I was talking an attack twice. You can never do 2 full charge attacks. You can either do 2 uncharged, or, and that might even be close, or 1 fully charged. You cannot do what I just did. Well, you can do it, but what I just did is what will happen to you too if you do. Where you will just die to silly reasons that are completely avoidable. And have to chase your runes down in the room, or you just ignore them. That's 1. 2. Almost got stomped. I thought it was something else. That might be 3, but I'm not positive. I'm gonna play it safe. Okay. We get the crit. We do. So 1 hit should kill him, I believe. Alright. I mean, second try is not bad. I'm still waiting for the time that I fall off of this tree branch. Is today the day? It is not. That is 1 death that I know is going to happen on a good pace someday, and it's not happened yet. So anytime I'm on a decent pace here, I'm starting to get super nervous. So 5 minutes to get through Morgott. This is a potential PB pace. Said I have to use 1 rune on this route, so we will use 1. Okay, those are maxed out. Get our levels. All right, I'm not gonna stop to fix that. This pace is too good. Well, I'm only at 52 rather than 54, though. That's weird. Get this all set up. Drink our potion. And try to not mess up. Very hard for me to do, but I believe in myself sometimes. As hard as that is to believe. Missed it. It's fine though. I want to do a heavy, not I should not have done that there. Oh, yeah, so as you can see, our PB pace here is 103. So we are about to beat our PB pace here by multiple minutes. Almost a pre-1 hour for Morgott dying. I don't think I've ever done that. I think like 102 has been my best. Well, it was actually pre-1, like under 1 hour for Morgott, but I timed the medallion.
And guide.
Yeah, as you can see there, that did end up being gold. So, not bad. We are on a fantastic pace to mess up Fire Giant. Or better yet, this could be a PB pace to lose a run to Gideon. Maybe that should be like a whole new category. I'm not doing the quicker one, by the way. I just didn't feel confident in where that thing was attacking. But yeah, what if that was a whole new category where the goal is to get to Gideon and then die to him as quickly as you can? It is morning, right? So no Knights Cavalry, nothing bad that can happen here, aside from maybe my computer crashing, my stream crashing, getting trolled on the elevator by one of these guys who like stagger locks me, maybe 2 of them on the elevator. What else could go wrong here? I can go for the Exalted Flesh and die to bad luck. We can also do... Ooh, I know how we can die here and mess up. So do you remember that time I was on PB pace? Got into the mountaintops. There's the jump with all the poison vials and stuff, and I missed the jump. That was a way we could mess up. There was also that time that I went on the invisible bridge and fell without grabbing any safety site of grace. I could do that. I could fall off of this elevator. That'd be another way. I probably could have eaten a second rune there, but why? Like, I can just sell them all and, like, lose no time, really. I lose fractions of a second selling them. Maybe a couple seconds, because my menuing is not fast. Yet. I do think I can actually get fast menuing at some point, but it's not one of those things that I've really put too much focus in. else could I mess up? I know. I've got a good one. So, a good way I can mess up is I go spend all of my runes on level ups before I remember to upgrade my weapon. That's one of the ones I did in practice on Sunday, where I messed that up, and then I had to go, like, just be like, okay, this run's dead. We're going to go farm some stuff for XP to level our weapon. I can do that. I know a lot of times I don't have too much confidence in my skills, but I am pretty confident that I can mess that up. Alright. Let's go through here. I'm sure everyone is thrilled that ads are not playing during this run like they did last time, because now you get this very amazing mountaintop run. Fun fact, on a good boss pace where I first try every single boss, it takes longer to go through Margit through Morgott than it does to do this run to Fire Giant. I'm sorry, the run to Fire Giant takes longer than Margit through Morgott. Sounds strange, but is very true. So if I do all of them first try, I think it only takes like 11 and a half minutes. And this takes 12. Another fun fact, I think the world record run goes Fire Giant through Elden Beast faster than it goes Morgott to Fire Giant through this run. There's also, I believe the competitive randomizer stuff also puts like a NPC or a teleporter or something that you can use to like bypass the whole mountaintops area. Like they're just like, yeah, there's no value in making people run this for any sort of racing. Even the like, I think the the leagues where you have to race doing hitless. I think that even they're just like, hey, you can just skip this. No one cares. Which is absolutely insane to me. I'm trying a different jump right here. Like I said, I'm trying to figure out... Oh, that didn't work. I'm trying to figure out an angle where I can just run down this on Torrent. I know there is one, but I can't seem to figure it out. So, you know, being on PB pace by quite a bit is the perfect time to experiment. Right? That's also why we, you know, we run out of there rather than remember to teleport. And there's some time. Oh, let me do this first. Then I'll talk more. So there are some time saves in here that I'm intentionally not doing. Like once you visit the Maiden Husks, you can actually just teleport back to Round Table and save some load time. But,
Those of a chat by the
like I'm intentionally not doing that. And the reason I intentionally don't do that is if I ever get to the point where that can push me over a PB, or not a PB, but like, I don't know, overtaking like Julius as having the top Iron Ball run, I would absolutely do it for that, even though I would hate myself afterwards. Forgot to sell. Cool. We're gonna be a little lower on level. But in a normal run, I do not want to make that part of what I have to do for a PB. Because I find it tedious. It's the same reason I don't do the loading trick on Sites of Grace. How many runes did I miss on this? 1 level's worth. That's fine. Yeah, we'll go with that. Just kind of like how I keep in my back pocket, not actually using the save organizer or the practice tool. So if I really am like, hey, I need to go do the equivalent for this game of Goku and Vegeta going into the hyperbolic time chamber, like I can do that to start training and getting better faster. Like I can do that and just, you know, keep it in my back pocket. But instead, I'm just too dumb and run through the whole game, doing full runs over and over without any sort of setup for these things. The closest I ever get is manually copying my saves. And I only have a couple of those. I have one at right after Morgoth, and I have one at Malakath. And those are the only two like extra save files that I have. Yeah. Yeah, so it's like, how would I want to, what sort of training would it be? So I guess like maybe doing it this way is my version of Saitama's training, where he's doing a, by human standards, a pretty like intense training regimen, but people actually do it in real life for exercise. One Punch Man Saitama. However, in their world, it's like a complete joke of an exercise. The guy runs like 4 miles a day or something and does 100 push-ups and 100 squats. I think it is. I don't remember entirely. So this is like my version of that, and I'll eventually get good. I will eventually get competent. No, how do I want to phrase this? I will eventually get a little better. There we go. I only grabbed that Site of Grace right there for safety, because I know what I am capable of messing up. I will, however, sit at the one outside of Fire Giant. I know I skip it sometimes, but I just want to level. That's why I ate that rune as well. I still feel like I'm down a level or two, but it's not too important. So Naruto Sage training is if you have someone who's like really good at the game sitting there and coaching you, while you're also doing like the stuff Gloom Shadow does, where she's playing multiple copies of the game on different controllers. And then you're like, you know, I guess in her case, it's like not really a clone, but it's still like, you know, playing multiples. So that's what it is. Like, she's eventually going to get to the point, not officially, but like really, she's good enough. She'll get to the point where she's going to be playing like 4 copies of Elden Ring at once on like 2 different dance pads and then 2 one-finger runs. And it's all going to be like Sage training. And she's gonna beat like Miss Mika to doing something absurd like that. Guaranteed. And at that point, she's going to be improving like 4 times as fast as like anyone. So like, you know, a couple months after that, Lil Aggie, Gino Machino, all of them, like they're just gonna be like, hey, we can't keep up with this person anymore. Yeah, the whole like twice at once thing, it's insane. I don't know how people can do that. Even just dance pad, I've been like struggling to figure it out. Like I've tried a little bit more Monster Hunter with it, and I'm not doing any of it on stream until I kind of can at least move around competently, and I can't even get that far. But you know, eventually. Maybe what I'll do for dance pad runs, I'm joking with this, by the way, but what I can do is when Civilization 7 comes out, I can start playing that on stream, because normally it's just gonna be like my off-stream game. And what if I play Civ 7, I do a version, like I just play one on the dance pad, go publish it on YouTube, and be like, Civilization 7 on dance pad world's first. There you go. I would collect a very easy world's first, by the way. It's just like a total joke. Which I actually do need to look up the leaders and see if there's any that would be fitting for me doing something just that dumb. I ran off of that at a slightly wrong angle, but it's fine. We're gonna have to fix our inventory after the chain. I do not have the rituals. Oh, I know. I don't have Radagon's seal on, so I need to put that on, and then I need to put on. This. We also forgot to do a wield. Yeah, Luminot, this run has been insane so far. I'm probably going to mess it up. I do have faith in myself that I can do that. But so far we're doing pretty well. Yeah, there we go. Hopefully I can mess it up. We're gonna die to fire drive. Same thing happened last run. I missed the stagger for some reason. But yeah, we first tried Radon. What else did we do? First tried Radon. I think second try Golden Shade. No, you didn't jinx it at all. You are completely good. Up through Morgott, I have my fastest time ever right now, actually. So that's pretty good. I would have to look over at where the Hawk is. Let's see. I don't think I'm on my fastest time for the Hawk, but we're close. Okay, it's been a very good run. Regardless of what happens from like this point on, I'm very happy with how this has gone. Oh, am I being trolled by the rock? So close. Oh, did he do the fireballs? Oh, he did. Lucky me. I think the bird just took one for the team. Thank you. I mean, I have been practicing. I think I died on Godric. For whatever reason, I just keep getting worse on him. I also forgot to pick up my runes. So we're down 7k, but that's fine. I definitely, I can go back and see where I'm improving, but I also have a long way to go still in the fights. Some I feel like I just do better on than others. Fire Giant, I think I have down more than any other at the moment. Maybe Morgott, but I don't know, sometimes Morgott just goes weird. Alright, well the missing runes don't matter. We're good.
Ice World and Death. Are you to command?
So yeah, Godric and Fire Giant now are the only two spots where I've really lost time. And we're still ahead on all of them. But yeah, that 1 hour 20-second on rolled medallion is insane for me. I think that's my first, well, only sub 1 hour Morgott. since I time at a different spot. Now, I'm not going to take Torrent off the belt. I feel like if I do that, I'm tempting fate that I'm not going to need to go out and teleport and grab more sleep pots. Which actually reminds me, I should make those here so that I don't have to actually sit at the Site of Grace before him. Instead, I can just hit it and move. Alright, there should be 3 rolls here if I don't mess up. No. I did still roll 3 times, they were timed in a way that I got hit. I'm hoping we can get this run through Malachal tonight. I need to get more sleep, unfortunately, but at this point, like, I'm going through this run unless it fails somehow. And I'm just going to deal with being a zombie tomorrow as well, but I took Tuesday off, and it's a holiday weekend, so have a nice 4-day weekend to sleep. Or play Elden Ring. So, something I'm not sure of, I have started jumping on the second window, but everyone who jumps from up top, I always see jump on the first window. And I haven't figured out any sort of timing reason why people do that. So, if you've been back and forth to the kitchen, are you cooking something really good tonight? Oh my god. The one time I forget about baiting it out, because I don't think I need to, and that happens. Now I have a giant arrow sticking through my head. And it almost knocked me off the platform, too. That was... I now have a new fear of ways I can die in this. Thank you, game. That is exactly what I always wanted. Alright. A little over an hour later, and we are back to these jerks. Come on, spawn please. That hit him? It did not. That's too bad. There we go. One jerk down. Okay. Barely. Wow. Alright. This is why we have extra resources. Alright, more new fears for the ways this can go wrong, by the way. As I was saying, all right. We also burned 5 right there, I think. I have to kill the one that dies first. Like, whichever one I sleep first, I have to actually kill first. That is disappointing, by the way. Also, look at the time save it's saying for that segment on Fire Giant. Now it's with a death, so I must have had a really bad run on the PB. Which is nice that that one was still bad, but you know, so much better than the PB because I have real time save potential here. Or at least doing it well means I'm not in as bad a spot right here as I could be.
Have a safe.
Until I misclick, right? This one. Purchase those.
Have a safe.
Alright. We'll go through this side since it is, like I said, it's a better start. It's the same as what I just did, but it's like an actual fog door to where I went. It does suck, though. There we go. Oh, shit, I misclicked. And it didn't hit him. That is so weird. We'll use it here. I think I did correctly. Oh, I did just make a mistake right there. We'll try and try and salvage it. That's gonna be close for one kill, but I think we're okay. Until they revive on me right after they die. Oh, we got the wrong one. We're not okay. There we go. Now we're okay. Never mind. My last heal. do something really risky. I hate doing this. Got him. Well, not as ahead, but that could have gone so much worse. All right. We are in the perfect spot to lose to Malakath now. I'm pretty confident in my bird skip, so I don't think I'm going to be messing this up. But I am going to send the elevator down just because I don't have total confidence. Also because I said I feel confident in it, like, you know. That's sort of the way my luck goes. So I should not be, like... I should not truly believe in my ability to do bird skip. Didn't actually want to sit there. I want to go back and upgrade my weapon. So we're upgrading the weapon, then we're gonna level as much as we can. We're gonna sell our runes. And then we're going to go do bird skip. And then we get through there, we do malformed dragon sentinel. And then we do Malakath. 10 of these, and looks like 11 of these today. Go to the smith, we will sell our runes to him and upgrade our stuff. Also, I do kind of hope this is a PB now, even though I did still promise to eat a dog treat on stream when I PB. I'm really not looking forward to doing that, but at the same time, I also kind of want that god skin in my PB because there's so much potential for a time save there. So, despite the dog treat, I am doing my best to not throw. Like, oh, I was supposed to level there. I swear I'm not trying to throw. All right, we're a little short on runes. It looks like, though, if we don't lose anything, oh, why is... Again, not trying to throw, just mouse cursor things. Tree Sentinel, Dragon Sentinel. Whatever that guy's name is, will level us. So we'll get actually 1 point of vigor by the time we hit Malakath. Oh. I want those 22k runes. I thought they were going to be below the rooftop. I didn't see that they were dropping up here. Because usually they drop on the slanted rooftop. There we go. The part that I never mess up, we've gotten through. And now we need to get through the part that I always mess up. Which includes waiting a moment to send the elevator down because I have no confidence in myself. And sneaking up on this guy because I still don't feel confident in being fast enough on this that I can ignore him. All right. The setup has not failed yet if I quit out right here. The reason I do it is sometimes like you jump and you hit like this weird animation where you slide off. When I've done a quit out, every time I've done this, I have not had that happen. Cool. We are set up for me to lose bird skip in a totally different way. Like that. Remember how I said I was sending the elevator back down? That's why. I think I've probably lost my runes now. That's frustrating. I very, very rarely actually do mess up that last jump. So it is actually kind of disappointing. Oh, that was a weird spot for the runes. Anyways, quit out again for the setup. And then let us try this again. Oh, I didn't want to sprint there. Okay, I'm good. There we go. I usually don't mess up that last one. I mess up the first one going down onto the ledge. Like, honestly, every single practice attempt, I've got to be like 5 or 10 to 1 in favor of like messing up that first one instead of the last, which is funny because most people mess up the last one. But I'm just talented enough to mess up the one that everyone knows how to do correctly. Oh. Speaking of, I almost dropped off in the wrong spot. Okay, we do have our physics, so we should be good. I do take a little bit of a time loss on this guy. Well, I take multiple time losses on this guy. One, actually just killing him in the first place. But two, the way I do this with multiple run backs. And it's because I end up using the physic and stuff. And Malakath just scares me when I use Iron Balls. That's honestly all there is to it. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what happened there. I almost never, like, die on him. Got plenty of damage. I don't understand what went wrong there. Although I do know that had I not been wearing the robe, I would have won. He had so little health. What happened there? He was actually going to die in one hit, fewer than normal. I wonder if he was out of his stagger on hit number 4, right there. That might have been what happened. I don't know. Oh, we don't actually get bigger points, but we do have our strength maxed. Which is always nice. Alright. I have not done Malakath with the bird since, well, let's see. Last week I was trying alternate strategies, so it has been 2 weeks since I've done these. Which means we are in a perfect position to mess this up. Just like usual. Slightly different buff routine on a first attempt, because we get time here.
Death. I will not have it stolen.
So close. go. Phew. Phase 1 down. I'm so glad there's not a heart rate meter for me right now. First attempt, though. I'm happy with that, and hitless. Although I think he one-shots me on any hit. Phew, I need to calm down after that. Only one real roadblock, well, 2 roadblocks. I'm not ruling out losing a run to Gideon yet. Because it has not happened yet, which means it will happen at some point. We're not leveling right here, but what we do is we sit at that to refresh our physic. And at some point, like right here, there's no reason not to do it, so I do. Just hit the rune arc. The reason I want to hit the rune arc early, on the very off chance that I need the hit points for Gideon, I have them. But in like, you know, you should just not be dying to Gideon if you do your runs over. So, although I'm using, the rune arcs are intended for Horaloo, there is really like 0 downside to using it at this point. Like if I die on Gideon, runs over, essentially. So it can just help me here, and it can't like actually waste resources. If anything, it can help me save resources. Physic. I've started buffing when I go up this so that I have a little bit less time in Gideon's room. Because I do use the Hawk again for a damage buff. And I'm a little slow on the attack because of the setup, so I'm just trying to like save a little bit.
It's a sad state of affairs. I commend your spirit, but alas, none shall take the throne.
I just missed it, by the way.
I know in my bones.
Usually I have the time to pop 4 runes right here, or I can misclick as well. We also only have 1 to actually pop, so it's fine.
Cannot kill.
All right, yeah, I don't have anything else. All right, last few times I've done a lot worse on Horaloo when I keep the bird out. I'm better when I summon for the buff and then unsummon. But it also kind of goes, it also depends on his opener in phase 2. Not the first attack, because that's almost always going to be the same one, but his follow-up. Depending on which follow-up he does, I can do better or worse. So I don't know how I should do this. What I do know is I should pump as many points into hit points as I can since strength is maxed out. We're not PBing by much right now. I was debating here if I wanted to go back to Round Table Hold and buy the other rune arcs. But looking at the time, I don't think I should. And we're only a minute behind right now. It's not... We don't have a ton of time. I am going to summon the bird, though. I also just messed up a little bit, but I think we're okay. It requires a different sequence on first attempt. Oh, that was so lucky he didn't hit it. I'm dead. Oh, I'm alive. How? I'm not understand what's going on right now. Okay, that is not the good one. Bird's dead. It's fine though. We might still be okay. enemies.
Tarnished.
No stagger, but the non-charged heavy still got him. You're in pretty good shape. I'm feeling like no matter how Radagon goes now, I feel redeemed for the previous run. Look at that gold. Over a minute. Now I really need a heart rate monitor because I can actually feel my pulse at the moment. I'm like actually excited on how this is going. Just gotta remind myself to calm down. But also, remember we used to have that 139 pace that one day? We just crossed that, so... Also, look at my son's best right now. What the hell? Missed it. Oh, missed that one too, damn. Unfortunately, I have to decide here, do I have Ritual Shield Talisman or Crag Blade? One, two? Sorry, I'm trying to actually remember the sequence for this. 3, 2. First try. Cool. Now I just need to not mess up the credits scene. This is a PB if I don't mess up too badly here. Come on, go to credits, please. All right. Maybe manual split at the end. All right, so I actually do have to go to character screen this time for verification. I should, begin journey 2. No, I don't want to, mess up that click. System, you can see my time, quick game. And load game. As you can see, 1